of Alberta, a man with whom I don't exactly have that much in common. I love the province of Alberta, and love the people of Alberta, but that government, a little difficult to do business with. But even they were saying, you've got to do something about employment insurance. Because employment insurance is surging, claims on employment insurance are surging in Western Canada, and yet the eligibility criteria are so high, people who contribute can't get access to employment insurance. It's worrying all the Western premiers. It's worrying me. I said to the Prime Minister, we've got to do something about this. We spent 3 or 4 months in total deadlock, total impasse. Finally, we found a way. It's a difficult way. We agreed to meet this summer, high-level panel, right at the top, to figure out whether there is a fix to employment insurance that will give us national standards, give us greater access for people who've lost their jobs, and bring the self-employed into the system. Now, we're not just in a talking shop here. If we don't get action by the 25th of September, we're going to have to go to Plan B. You can imagine what Plan B might be. But in good faith, I have to operate in good faith. A responsible opposition, given a chance to fix employment insurance for the people of Canada, has to go the extra mile. We have to go the extra mile. The NDP can say no, the Bloc can say no, but a Liberal Party that has had the burden and responsibility of serving you in government has to go the extra mile. So that's how I took the decision I took, to work with a Prime Minister with whom I have great difficulty working at all, to try one more time to get a good result for the Canadian people on employment insurance and for the self-employed. And having been self-employed for 18 years, that's a constituency I care about a lot. I know what it's been like to, be up on that tight rope and no safety net below, and you can fall and you can be cleaned out. I know what it's like to be self-employed, and I want to do something good for the self-employed because they're the largest category of Canadians who do not have any employment insurance protection, the tough times. And a generous Canada, a fair Canada, a Canada with a heart would want to reach out and do something for them. So that's where we are. Now, I'm going to close off with just a few thoughts about where we want to go in the future. And then I hope we'll have questions. One of the things that you want in a political party is a vision of where we want to go in the future. I just have a few thoughts about that. We're coming up to the 150th anniversary of our country, so you want to ask the question, what would we like to be celebrating? What kind of country would we like to be on our 150th anniversary? I have a few ideas about that. One of them is that I think we have to be the healthiest society in the world. Healthy societies are productive societies, are efficient societies, are just societies. Unhealthy societies are unjust, unproductive, and uncompetitive. I don't mean more health care, I mean more health. And so I think the thing that I notice about what has made a real difference to people's health is improvements in diet. Less salt, less fat, less sugar. I'm afraid less sugar, yes, less sugar. More exercise. When you look at what's really improved Canadians' health, it's been improvements in diet. Better nutrition. More food produced by Canadian farmers for Canadian tables. More food that's produced locally. Less pesticides, less additives. Better food, better health. A national food policy will help you get there. A national strategy of health promotion, health education, and health prevention will do much more for the health of this country than plowing money endlessly into the hospital system. Okay? That's my sense of this. Don't get me wrong. We can't abandon. Our party will never walk away from the principle that everyone in this room treasures, that no Canadian's access to health care should ever be dependent on their wallet. That's a fundamental principle. But we've got to take on the challenge of controlling health care costs and pulling demand out of the hospital system with health promotion and health and prevention and health education. So that's something about health. The other thing, the second goal we have to have is we want to be the best educated society in the world. And that starts with early learning and childcare for every Canadian child. It's the best anti-poverty program I can think of, to give every Canadian child an equal start with world-class early learning. But it doesn't stop there. It's going to mean attacking the illiteracy problem in our society. One of the things that holds